tonight for sure, because this is going to be the 8th World Championship for this guy who's destined for the Hall of Fame in Canastota, though he was destined there before this fight took place. You know, what's left for Manny Pacquiao? Nothing but the Floyd Mayweather fight, really. He wants to be a politician. He wants to go back to Sarangani and do his job as a congressman in the Sarangani province in the Philippines, and he wants to become president of the country. And that's where his interest will be in the future. But please, Floyd Mayweather, come and fight this guy.
Yeah, it should be something special. And you have an idea there will be more than one.
If there's any controversy whatsoever, you know the promoters, they're going to keep this thing going, because this guy is such, I mean, he's the star of boxing today. This is the Ali of Ali's days, the Mike Tyson in his prime, the Lennox Lewis in his prime, the Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime, the Hagler, the Hearns. This is the guy right now. He's the superstar in the boxing world tonight.
Well, you let him go free. I mean, he may be the savior of boxing. Here's Michael Buffer.
From Cowboy Stadium, we
Go to the scorecards. Jay Lango scores the bout 120-108. Glenn Crocker 118-110. Oren Schellenberger 119-109. All three to the winner by unanimous decision. And now winner of his 8th World Championship, the fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Well, he just did what he always does. Came absolutely prepared to fight, executed a game plan perfectly, beat a very competent fighter. What more can you ask of him?
Nothing. In spite of the fact there was a little talk about the catch weight of 150, he wins the WBC Super Welterweight Championship, which is the 154-pound limit, and now he's the 154-pound world champion. To go along with the other 7. Maybe we'll never see that in the history of boxing again. We certainly haven't seen it before.
And there is his family. That's his wife, Jenke, and he has her name, of course, and his children's name tattooed on his left arm. And this fight was not in doubt virtually, what would you say, from the first minute and a half?
There's no question in my mind that when this guy didn't come out and fight and pressure him, and not because he didn't want to, he couldn't. Pacquiao took it away from him. The looping outside punches, Manny just took it away from right from the get-go. And what you're watching here in the first round of the fight is virtually the way it went every single round of the fight. And he just got better and better and stronger as that cut below the eye and the big swelling got worse as the fight progressed. And then added on to that in later rounds as the right eye began to close up, and to the point where Barry and I, who are veteran a lot of telecasts and a lot of World Championship fights, are crying for them to stop the fight after 10. And Pacquiao continues to put on the clinic as the head gets rocked and rocketed, as the brain gets crushed up against the back of the skull, but not enough to drop him. And at that stage, Manny looks and says, "Will you please stop the fight to Lawrence Cole?" Lawrence doesn't want to gamble and lets him go. And the final analysis, there he is, the 154-pound world champion, his 8th world title, unprecedented.
So he will win this fight, does win this fight. The virtual whitewash. One judge gave Margarito 2 rounds, another judge gave him 1 round, but the bottom line is it was an impressive victory from top to bottom. It's a fight that really should have been stopped around the 10th round. It could have been stopped even earlier than that, but it got worse by about the 10th round. It wasn't. For some reason, the referee did not stop the fight. The doctor chose not to stop the fight. His corner chose not to stop the fight, and of course the fighter chose not to stop the fight, and all 4 of them were wrong. The bottom line is Pacquiao is a winner, and he does so in impressive fashion. Well, earlier tonight, some of the fights that we had that were on prior to this fight, a guy by the name of Mike Lee, a graduate of Notre Dame and a finance major at Notre Dame, graduate with a 3.8 grade point average, and it took less than 3.8 minutes for him to get rid of Keith DeBow. DeBow was dropped unceremoniously about a minute and a half into the round, and Mike Lee was the winner in that fight. Here's another look at it, Colonel.
Well, Lee was in command from the get-go. DeBow was supposed to come out fighting as a southpaw and try to pressure him. He couldn't do it at all. And now we think that Mike Lee is certainly a fighter that is in a different class, and he certainly is in a different class as a human being and athlete. I mean, he's a guy that graduated Notre Dame in finance with a straight A average. This kid had all kinds of people from the University of Notre Dame here, like 500 or more people here to see him fight, and he did not disappoint with his first round knockout.
No, very impressive tonight, and he'll fight as long as he feels he can keep winning, and when he doesn't, he'll start a hedge fund.
Exactly. Very likable guy. Got the opportunity to meet his dad a fight or two ago, and his dad is, naturally a big supporter of his son, but it's just nice to see the father and son enjoying this so much, because when we asked Mike Lee, why are you fighting with all you've got going for you upstairs? He says, because I want to do it and I love boxing.
Yeah.
You can't take it away from me.
And he didn't want to be sorry later in life when he couldn't fight that he didn't give it a shot when he could. And he said his biggest problem was telling his mom. His dad, he said, always ruled the house with an iron fist, so to speak. And so he had no problem with his son becoming a boxer, but mom, a little bit more difficulty with that. She thought, go into finance, much safer. You don't get hurt in finance. Usually. So we're waiting for our opportunity to talk with Manny Pacquiao. Mario Lopez is in the ring, and Freddie Roach coming over, taking some congratulations. He did a great job in training his man.
There's Miguel Diaz from Las Vegas in the corner. He'll be cashing another paycheck on Monday morning.
Another big paycheck. He's going to take me to dinner.